Hey Clayton, so I've got a fairly interesting question that I'm sure a lot of people will be wondering. What's with the change to FreqGen? Like, you put all the Transmissions albums that were, all four of them, that were under your name, and you suddenly put them under FreqGen. And I'm just wondering what was the purpose of that. It kind of seems a bit confusing how something, like, it's an entire series under your name, and it's just suddenly been taken away. That's it's been on my mind for a while now.
Well, Jamie, you kind of answered your own question without realizing it. You used the word confusing, and that's exactly why FreqGen exists. I started looking at my Spotify pages and just kind of poking around the line. I had done a survey and got some feedback from the whole fan base. We got thousands of people weighing in on these surveys, and we started going, wow, people really want Celldweller for what Celldweller started out as far as like really heavy kind of stuff and a blend between electronic and metal. And so I started doing these transmissions thinking, cool, in my mind, Celldweller is anything I want to do. My project Scandroid could be Celldweller as far as I'm concerned, but I realized early on that that should just be a separate project. And when I started looking at the Transmissions albums and realized if you go to my Spotify page, for instance, and hit shuffle, and you want to listen to some metal, and the Halls of Valhalla from the Transmission album shows up, you're lost. You're like, why is this on this page? And we started realizing that. And so what I started doing is taking inventory of all of my different musical projects, and although I've gone into Celldweller saying I'm only ever doing Celldweller from now on, over the last few years I've actually started thinking that that's not the best plan, because I want to do so many things, I'm able to do so many things, and it might make sense for me to actually have FreqGen be its thing, because then if you like the sound of FreqGen and the transmissions and the ambient modular analog stuff that I do, then you can go follow FreqGen and not feel like it's messing with your Celldweller vibe, and you've got to start sorting through Celldweller to pick the stuff you like versus what you don't like. So I separated out the transmissions and all future music I'll be doing like that, and that will now be under FreqGen. You can go search it right now. All the Transmissions albums are up in Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, everywhere else that these albums existed before. And Celldweller will be pure Celldweller, and then Scandroid will be pure Scandroid, and Circle of Dust will be pure Circle of Dust. So, and you know, I have a couple of ideas for some other projects, although I probably shouldn't start another one. I should probably focus on the ones I have. But thank you for asking that question, because I think it's pretty important, and I hope that clarifies some of the confusion.